Alright, apparently we are live. Yes, indeed. Hey, thanks, man. Yes, yes, and it should change. If I did it correctly, it should change to promote no games as well. Okay, there we go. There it is. Alright, so hopefully some people come in. Um, I haven't said this yet because I've been stressed out as hell trying to organize this, but it is good to see you. How are you? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Forward to we got caught you slipping out June 4th.
Yes,
Another banger.
yes.
So let me just give this show a little tweet.
Yes, indeed. Can you
Live.
hear yourself on the live? Let me just check that. Uh,
Can I hear myself?
yes,
Like through my laptop or
yes.
when I'm watching the live. Yeah, no, I can't hear myself. No.
Okay, good. Good,
So
good.
we are. It looks like it's all good to go. It's all working fine.
Yes, I actually did it. Um,
This is the thing, bro. Like, I'll go live on YouTube, but I've always been kind of put off from the idea of streaming as such because it just seems like there's so much technically that you need to get your head around.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of had that mentality as well. Like I was so when I was streaming on Twitch, because like as soon as Resident Evil Village came out, I was streaming the shit out of that. Um, and then towards the last two streams, um, there was issues with my mic, and I was thinking, okay, it must be an OBS issue or something like that. Um, Turns out no, it was the mic, and yeah, the mic's stuck.
Yeah. God, man. And it's always the worst times possible that the shit packs up, and it's always the
Yes,
way.
100%. I mean, like literally, I realized it packed up. Literally, like 5 minutes after I sent one of my musician mates a message, and I was like, "Hey, I'm better now. I don't have pneumonia anymore. I can record whenever you want me to." And it's like, "Oh wait, no, I can't."
Yeah.
Shit. Oh.
Man. Yeah, you haven't had you've had a couple of rough few weeks, huh? But
Yes.
it's yeah, if you don't mind me asking, like, what was that like having pneumonia? Because that shit sounds nasty.
Well, okay. So, to begin with, it was just like my normal cold thing, and because I have severe asthma anyway, colds get pretty bad. So it was just kind of normal to begin with. But then when I realized something was wrong, was when I was having like really severe body ache, and then I'd stand up and I'd just feel dizzy, and I feel like I was gonna fall over. That
Oh,
was when I
shit.
was like, yeah, something's wrong. And mum's just like, yeah, I'm taking you to the hospital. Shut up, I'm taking you. I'm just like, okay, I'm too sick to fight back. Okay, okay.
A mother knows best, though. A mother knows
Yes,
best.
yes. And then the worst thing was is that her and my housemate were waiting outside for me for like 2, 3 hours, thinking they'd be able to come in and see me. But because, of course, they took a COVID test and the COVID test hadn't come back yet, they're just like, nah, we can't have any visitors. So they just ended up going home and they couldn't
Shit.
see me till the next afternoon, next day afternoon. But
Fuck.
yeah, but it's an experience, I guess.
You bounce back.
Exactly, exactly. But yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better now, and I'm ready to get back into it. As you can see, we're here
Yeah, man.
promoting no games and caught you slipping. Some
Caught you
bangers.
slipping, man. Honestly, yeah, I'm so stoked, man. I'm so
Oh,
stoked.
same here, man.
I plugged it on I don't know if you were no, you're probably sleeping, but Gats had a birthday live stream last night.
Oh,
Um
okay, yeah.
and it was just like it was one of those insane ones where they were doing free requests and they were doing like they were setting like donation prices for shots. So like it started off at $20. Whoever donated $20, he had to do a shot, and then when he did the shot, he upped it by
Yeah.
$20 each time, so it got more and more pricey. But that didn't stop people. Like people were literally donating 60, 70, $80 just to see him get fucked up. It was
Jeez.
crazy. And he was doing
Oh,
tequila and fireball and beers and postcard was there, and then Wii
damn.
Scheme came along. But unmasked. Have you seen that? All of it. He's done a face reveal now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
He
that
don't, he
kind of
doesn't have
fucked
any
me a little
right to
bit.
be that goddamn handsome. No homo.
He's a good-looking guy.
He is.
Like,
He has
it's
no
not
right.
right. Because I saw it. This offends me. TV put a
Yeah.
tweet out with Scheme, and I was like, wait, there's no fucking way that's Wii Scheme. There's no way that's
Yeah.
Scheme. Like, you just never in a million years would I have expected that to be his face. It's
Yeah.
so strange,
Yeah.
but yeah. So anyway. I plugged the song in there last night, but
Yeah.
I didn't really get a proper listen because they had more viewers than usual, and it was also free requests. They were only listening to a bit of each song,
Yeah. Yeah.
but no, he liked it. Actually, so here's the thing: they really liked the melody. They
Yeah.
really liked the melody, and I don't know if you've ever like had any of your stuff, like if you've ever interacted with Postcard with Matt before.
Nah.
Okay, he is one of the most brutally honest people
Yep.
ever. Um, so they were listening to the first part, and then he was like, "Okay, this was Postcard was like, I didn't like your rap part at all." I was like, "Oh, okay." And he was
Ooh.
like, "But when you started the melodic shit, like the bridge, I
Yeah.
just wanted to hug you." I was like, "Okay, that's a first." I wanted to give you a hug. I was like, "Okay." Um, but yeah, and Jonah was vibing to the melody and
Yeah.
to the hook as well. Like he was digging the hook. So yeah. Um, but I can't wait to see this up to see Caught You Slipping out, man. I can't
Mhm.
wait till it's out.
Oh, it's gonna be so good,
It's all
man.
it's all the build up. It's the anticipation.
Exactly. That's why we're here, man. I mean,
Yeah,
dude, I've been listening to No Games on repeat ever since it came out. I swear. You're
yeah,
gonna have a
same.
bunch of plays on Apple Music just
Yeah,
because I've been listening.
yeah, man. Apple Music and actually, it's on Spotify too. Let me see. Um, so the thing with DistroKid is that
Mhm.
a lot of the platforms it distributes to, I haven't heard of half of them. At least half
Yeah,
of them. Never heard of them.
same.
And some of them are betas.
Yeah.
But let me check to see if No Games has any, like, if it has a listen count yet. Because I know No Limits has a listen count of under 1,000, that's kind of depressing. Like when you have less than 1,000 listens on
Yeah,
Spotify, it doesn't even specify how many you have. It just says less than 1,000.
yeah.
It's kind
Like
of a
I've only got 2 tracks over 1,000. No, 3, and that's
how
because
long? Sorry,
sorry.
I was just
um,
saying, like, when did you first upload like the first track to Spotify?
First track I uploaded was in 2015. I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was the well, to put it simply, the mental health song that I put out. You're not alone. Um,
Oh, was that the one you made the music video for?
yes, yes, that's the one.
Cool. Yeah.
Yep, and didn't make a music video ever since. Um, I need to, but I can never scrape
Yeah,
up enough
no.
money.
Yeah, well, it's that, and it's also like I'm way too fucking self-conscious.
Mm,
Like, I always watch people like I watch people like Merkhams, right, who are just these really high energy people. Like,
yes.
if you see him in his music videos, holy shit. And I always think like, especially when they're filming in public spaces without a permit, and I always think like, how do you have the confidence? Like, how many
Yep.
people? It always makes me think like, how many takes have they had to cut because people have come up to them and been like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" Like,
Yeah.
or shouted stuff at them, and I'm like, I just couldn't do it, man. Like because I really want to make a music video. I've always wanted to. I think it adds that. Like I was saying to you the other day, having a lyric video makes it seem that just that bit more official and that bit
Yeah.
more professional. And the same is true with a music video. Like I think if you can release a song and then release a lyric video and a music video, it's just like it's like the holy trinity of music. It's like a
Yeah.
perfect flute, you know. So
Yeah. It's just okay. The main issue is it's well one the money and two like I tend to do pretty much everything like Caught You Sleeping is the first time that I've actually had somebody else mix my track. No, second time actually, other
mhm.
than my first EP. But um, ever since my first EP, after that, I've been like, all right, I'm recording, mixing, mastering, everything, doing it all myself because like I could sit down and finish a song, start to finish, in about 3 hours, doing it
Yeah,
by myself, or I could spend a fucking hour and a half recording and everything like that just to send it off to somebody else and wait 6 months for them to come back to me.
yeah,
It's like, I mean, we're lucky that that Hollow wasn't like that. Hollow was on point.
yeah.
But
I,
there's, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, I found personally that a lot of guys in the sort of community that we know are pretty on the point with that shit.
Oh yeah,
They're pretty trustworthy.
yes,
But I mean, I've definitely had experience with, I've definitely had poor experiences with like sending tracks to people and they've offered to do something
yep,
and then they just don't like some. I mean, I'm generalizing, but musicians are the worst fucking repliers in the world. They're so
yeah,
bad at replying
yeah,
and getting shit back to you. But I think we're pretty lucky in this particular circle because there's a lot of just genuine, trustworthy, real people.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I mean, like you said with Hollow, it was it's my first time having anything mixed by him, and I don't think I'd heard anything like any other pieces of work by him before this. I don't think I'd heard any of his engineering stuff.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, the guy's a bit of a jack of all trades. Like he does
yes,
artwork, engineering, and he can rap, he can write.
yeah.
Oh man, like
He,
I think I hope Hollow blows up.
oh, absolutely,
Not
absolutely.
literally. Like I'm not
Oh
literally
god.
Hollow. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. I do not. Please do not explode. Um, but no, seriously, I hope he gets somewhere, man. Because like he's I know that like so many of these guys are underrated as fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, I don't know if you saw it, but I think Merkins is doing a track with Mac Lethal.
Really? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
because
That guy's making waves
yeah,
recently.
dude, because he posted like a short video on Twitter. I think it was earlier today actually. That was what I believe to be a chat with Mac Lethal. The picture at least looked like it was Mac Lethal, and then it had a voice recording of him going absolutely ape shit over Merkins' verse, naturally. Um, and the picture looked exactly like Mac Lethal. Mac Lethal. Ugh, words. Um,
Shit.
so that'd be a sick track.
That would be interesting. I've never like yeah. I've never pictured those two on a track together,
Oh, me
but
neither.
yeah, Mac Lethal and fucking I mean the guy is followed by Missy Elliott.
What?
Did you not know that?
Oh wait, no, no. I think I saw that she commented on something of his once before. I didn't know she followed him. But
She commented on like yeah, I think she's commented on a couple of his things, and I'm pretty sure Merkham's posted a screenshot from his Twitter.
yeah.
He went onto Missy Elliott's Twitter page, and it says Missy Elliott follows you.
Shit.
It's insane. Like the
That's,
dude is making
oh,
like huge waves, huge waves. It's like
that just makes me have so much more respect for him because Okay, so I messaged him about a remix from my homie's girlfriend.
Mhm.
Um, now I'm not gonna say what his asking price was, but I couldn't afford it right now. Um,
Mhm.
and he was so cool about it. He's just like, okay, what is your budget? And I said, okay, da 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 da. And he's like, okay, probably can't do it for that. Just a little bit more, and I could do this for it, and da 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 da. And I'm just like, well, one, I don't want him to have to kind of hold himself back just because I can't afford the full thing. Um, but also just the fact that he was like, okay, yeah, like because I'm like, okay, well, I'm in Australia. There's a conversion rate, so I'm gonna have to be paying more as well. And he's
Mhm.
just like, okay, I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, okay, that this is what I could charge instead and stuff. Like, he was so cool and so willing to make it work because he really liked the song,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't make it work, and I'm just like, I could have made it work for the price that he set for. He said he would do a 12 bar verse, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't want to hold him back because I know that he could absolutely snap. So
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
so I think it's just better. It wasn't meant to be right now, but eventually I think it'll happen if he doesn't blow up too hard.
For sure, man. Like, watch the space, and that's so cool because, like, there are definitely, once you reach a certain level, it's definitely easy, I'm sure, to what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm sure it's really tempting once you reach a certain level to put it simply, feel like you don't have to give a shit about the sort of smaller up and coming indie artists.
Yep.
It's really and I think it's one of the reasons that I've kind of fallen in love so much with this particular community that we're in,
Yep.
is because even these people that are you know that have accrued tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers, who have like an established fan base.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who like regularly do a lot of shit for their fans and for the really small or beginner or up and coming artists like you and me.
Yep.
Like the I personally think doesn't you don't see that level of um you don't see that in other online communities on other platforms,
Yeah.
in other online circles. You just don't see that level. Like it feels very much a lot of the time in a lot of online communities like you've got the small guys and they're just desperately trying to carve a space and scramble up the ladder to the big guys. And there isn't really a two-way communication there, you
Yeah.
know? Whereas I feel like there's a lot of guys in this in the sort of underground and online rap community or music community that really try to in, try and make their fans feel included, um,
Yeah.
and try and I mean because like let's face it, I mean let's take one example of live live reactions, live streams. I mean it's $5 to get your song promoted in
Yep.
front to get your song put in front of their fan. I mean that's nothing.
Yep.
$5 is nothing. Um, Now, how many huge mainstream YouTubers do you know that would host a live stream and say, "Oh, pay $5 and I'll promote your latest upload in front of all my fans"? It just wouldn't happen, you
No.
know? So there is a real sense of community present in the particular circle that you and I have found our way into. I
Oh yeah.
think that just isn't there, and it's people like the story you just told me there about Markham's.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. Perfect
100%.
example.
Sorry, not to cut you off, but we have a Mr. Hollow Music in the chat. Hello,
Hey,
Hollow.
hello,
What's up,
hello,
man?
hello.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for sure, man. Like, so speaking on that as well. So one of the things, so okay, when I was in hospital, bored out of my mind, one of the things that got me through at least one of the days was Blindsight was doing a stream where he was
Hmm.
doing reactions to music, and he reacted to two of my tracks. I paid $5 each for them, and oh my god, he gave me so much praise. I, mm, I, I was trying to fucking contain myself, sitting there while I was in a hospital bed and nurses were around me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you have no idea. Like, this guy is so good, and he likes my shit. What?
Yeah. Honestly, like it's one of the best feelings, man. And
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's another thing. Like I feel like there's a lot of the guys at that level do genuinely try to, when they give criticism, make it constructive, make it helpful, make it useful.
oh yeah,
Um, and that's another reason why I just love being involved in the community so much. But yeah, Blindsight is when he held his Cypher challenge a few weeks back,
yep,
and he did all the he played all the entries on the live stream.
yeah,
Every single one, like even if it was just absolutely certain that like right from the get-go that this was not going to be a winning entry. He didn't cut any of them short. He sat and he listened to every single one right to the very end.
yeah,
And he always tried to find something
yeah,
constructive to say. And even if he couldn't think of any positives about the song itself, like he would always, thank them, thank whoever it was for having entered, thank them for showing interest,
yeah,
and congratulate them for actually putting something out there.
yeah,
So yeah, like you said, it's stuff like that, man. It's stuff like that because like this field is fucking hard. Like it's hard to break through in music in any kind of context, even in an online context. So yeah, Blindsight, Merkham's, I mean all of them. It's just like DK is another one. DK is
yes.
wholesome as fuck
Oh yeah,
when it comes to DK does a lot of shit for people.
oh yeah, dude. Even like, I I hit him up on Twitter about a track a couple months ago now. Um, and I was actually surprised that I got a reply at all. To be honest, like, I mean, this was after the contest, of course, the Superstar contest. Um,
Hmm.
but I was still surprised I got a reply, and he was so nice. It was just like, okay, like, I'm working on something at the moment. I don't really have the time right now, but we're definitely gonna do something in the future. And like, it's just yeah, so nice. I just I'm always surprised at how nice people in the community are. I really am.
Right, right.
Like, because especially somebody as great as DK, somebody as great as Hollow, somebody as great as Samaj Savage. Like, they're still like they're still so humble.
Yeah.
Even though, of course, in their music they have to be braggadocious and whatever. Like, in real life, them as people, they're just so humble and so cool. Just
Well, that's it. And like again, that's why I feel like I've been able to really connect with a lot of the big players in this community in a way that you just don't feel like you can connect to other mainstream creators
yeah,
on YouTube. And it's because like a lot of a lot of guys that I've met through the YouTube rap scene, and who I started off listening to as a fan and then reached out to and then contacted and made music with them, or just tuned into their live streams and stuff. I've observed that a lot of them are the sorts of people that I would also want to just sit down and have a beer with and
yep,
just chat. Like a lot of them are just really genuine, down to earth people.
yep,
Um, and again, it just like that's what makes it so it makes it feel like an actual community.
yes,
It
absolutely,
doesn't you don't feel like you're just a fan looking up at somebody.
yeah,
You feel like you are included
yep,
in your like that your journey with music, where you are at your stage of your journey with music and where they are at with their stage. You feel like you're moving with them.
yeah, absolutely.
So
Well, that's the thing. Like you were saying, like you feel like you can have a beer with them. Like, I specifically with you, I feel like one day we're gonna have a beer together for sure.
Mate, I do not need an excuse to have a beer. I'll have a beer any fucking time. Like,
Yeah, but like, I don't think people realize like ever since we started working together, or even just talking about working together, we have been talking like quite a bit since then.
yeah,
And like I think we've like I could see myself hanging around you, like like you remind me a lot of mates that I had in uni, to be honest.
hmm
Um, and it's just like talking about music with you and everything. It's refreshing to have somebody to talk to who's like of a similar mindset.
yeah.
Um, that's just been refreshing. Um, so in other words, I'm glad you hit me up after the the superstar contest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely same. Like some of the nicest people I've met have been through not just this community, but also, I mean, I've been on YouTube for since 2016. I was
Yeah,
just like a general content creator for a while, and the majority of people that in fact, I'll tell you what, if it hadn't been for signing up, like getting into YouTube and meeting people through these online communities, I wouldn't have met my now fiance. This wouldn't be a thing.
really?
Yeah, yeah, because the reason I met her was through a mutual friend who I met through YouTube.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. So this is the thing. Like, I'm kind of going off topic a little bit here, but like sometimes I look back at like when major things have happened in my life, like major developments of like especially when it comes to meeting people, I always think like Jesus Christ, if I hadn't made that decision at 2 a.m. on a Friday night in 2016 to just randomly make a YouTube video, and that hadn't spurred me on to continue making YouTube videos, then I wouldn't have joined found these online YouTube communities through Facebook. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have met that person. Therefore, I wouldn't have met that person. Therefore, I wouldn't have met my fiance. And it's like a domino effect. And it blows my mind to think like the smallest decision can lead to it's like a domino effect. All these other things happening, and it can completely shape the direction of your life. It's really trippy to think about.
Oh,
So, but yeah, no, I totally get you, man. I'm like some of the nicest people. Like I'll say this, like hands down, I would rather meet up, sit down, and have a beer with the majority of people that I've met with through online communities like this than people that I went to uni with or went to school with, and that's a fact. Like,
yeah.
yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, well, dude, like half the people that I went to uni with don't even talk to me anymore. Um, like, because well, first year of uni, because I went to uni for 2 years. First year, I went to the West Australian Academy of Performing Arts.
hmm
Um, Now, pretty much everybody else that was in the class with me were indie artists. They were very rock oriented. I was literally the only guy there that was singing R&B and at that time rapping as well. I rap every now and again, but um, I was the only guy there doing that. And then I don't know. I kind of stuck out, and I wasn't kind of mixing well with people. And of course, with that class as well, was a lot of live music, which was cool. But it was also the fact that we had to make live music as a group, and people had to find where I fit in with what they're doing
hmm
for their assessments and whatever. And it was just it, it was hard for them to find that. But then afterwards, I literally don't talk to like anybody from that from that thing from that class because I don't know, we're just different fields, I guess, and especially
Yeah.
because being in Perth as well, the live R&B and hip hop scene is virtually non-existent.
Okay.
So, like, pretty much everywhere that has live music, they're going to be playing rock. They're going to be playing some sort of indie music. It's going to be somebody with a guitar who's very kind of Ed Sheeran style, singer songwriter.
Yeah.
Um, And then I come out and I have songs with a ton of fucking bass. Um, and then people are like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Um,
Right.
it's just, I mean, that doesn't really stop me from getting gigs. I mean, a lot of places that book me are still like, they're interested, but it's just also getting the crowd to come back for that because the crowd that goes out for that kind of thing isn't really looking for that kind of music a lot of the time.
Yeah. That's interesting. Like, where, I mean, is there, do you know of any places in Australia that where the R&B scene is more thriving that you could relocate to? That do you want to relocate?
I mean, if I'm to relocate, I think it's going to be to the US.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I mean that's always been the plan, and I mean, of course, certain things in life kind of throw a spanner in the works, but that's always kind of been the plan, and hopefully, the because we can't say the name of the you know thing that's going on in the world right now on YouTube. Um,
Yeah.
I'm just going to use what the Game Grumps use. The Backstreet Boys reunion tour is going on. Um, uh, so that kind of makes it hard. Uh,
Right.
and apparently, flights to the US aren't going to be continuing until like 2023. So from here,
Yikes.
yeah.
Shit. Okay.
So I'm stuck here in my bedroom. All right.
Jeez, man. 2023, that's rough. Was that just from
Yeah.
Australia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Because Australia is being very cautious, but also
Yeah.
taking a long ass time to roll out vaccines. So,
Yeah, no, I mean, I know, I saw that, like, Victoria had it really fucking bad,
hmm
apparently, with cases, like, Victoria really suffered.
yeah. Well, it's mostly
I don't know
because of
what.
stupid people. But
Yeah. And, right, okay, so I did learn all the sort of territories of Australia.
okay.
Is Perth's Western Australia, right? That's the territory.
Ding ding ding.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So we
This is a
got
game show
Western
now.
Australia, and we got South Australia.
Ding ding ding. Yep.
All right. We got Victoria.
Ding ding ding. Yep.
That's three. We've got. Don't tell me. Queensland, is that one? Hello?
Hello.
Really?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What the fuck? Okay, you just went quiet. I said, is Queensland one?
So wait. Now I'm getting confused. I'm kind of. I'm trying to think whether. Let me look this shit up. I bet.
All right, hang on. We got
I'm running a great game show here.
Northern Territory. That's one, right? The Northern Territory.
Indeed.
Right. So that's four. Um, I'm sure Queensland is one. I'm sure Queensland is one. I used to know this shit.
Yes, you are correct. Ding ding
All right.
ding.
So we got
Okay.
five. So we got two more. I think one of them isn't Tasmania. One of them.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So we got six, and then what's the last one? Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the last one? Oh my God. We got Victoria, Western Australia, South Australia, Queensland, Northern Territory, Tasmania, and I
Get
don't know
one more.
why. I don't know why, but I wanna say because I know that Adelaide is the capital, right?
Of which one?
Well, it's the capital of Australia, right? Like capital city, is it not?
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about of a state. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. But are you saying that Adelaide is in this state, the last one that I'm missing?
No, I'm saying it's not. That's why I'm confused.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, oh fuck! I know I'm gonna kick myself. Jesus. Wait. Is it New South Wales?
Ding, ding, ding. Yep.
Let's go. Okay. Let's
Now
go.
name at least one place in each of them.
Oh fuck. Well, Sydney is in New South Wales.
Correct.
Melbourne is
Yes.
in Victoria.
Yes.
I can't name any places in Tasmania. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Um,
That's fine.
Perth is in Western Australia.
Yeah.
South Australia. Ooh. Brisbane. Is Brisbane in South?
Uh-uh.
Oh man. Okay. Is Brisbane in the Northern Territory? Where's Canberra?
To tell you that, I would give you the answer to one you haven't mentioned yet.
Fuck. Okay. No, I give up. That's the extent of my knowledge about Australia.
Okay. So Brisbane is in Queensland.
Oh shit. Okay.
South Australia, you mentioned one before. Adelaide.
Adelaide. Okay.
Yes. Canberra is in the ACT.
Oh, the autonomous something territory.
I don't fucking know. Alright.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm sure it's something to do with
How fucking dinky die Aussie do you think I am?
that. Oh shit, that reminds me. Do you remember like ages ago when we first started talking? I told you that I could do a really fucking good Aussie accent.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I've got to do it now. But
Yes,
hang
you
on,
do.
let me see what ACT stands for first. And by the way, this isn't me like saying it like as an obnoxious tourist who's never been to Australia
Yeah.
who thinks I've actually run it by other Aussies and in fact, no, I'll tell you a story.
Mhm.
2 New Years ago, I was out December 31st, 2019. I was out in the city, and I was pissed off my head, off my tits, drunk, and there was a group of Aussies, and I just randomly went up to them and started talking to them in my best Aussie accent, and I was like, yeah, I'm from Sydney. Pretended I wasn't from Sydney, and they bought it. So there you go.
Yes.
All right, but first, and I'm just buying time here. Australian Capital Territory. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Houses Canberra. Oh wait, Canberra is. Oh, Canberra is the capital. Oh shit. Why did I think Adelaide was the capital? Shit. My apologies to Canberra. Except there's nothing to fucking do there. It's just.
Exactly. Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
See a bunch of
Like,
politicians jacking themselves off. That's it.
well, that's always the way of it. Like whenever you go to like the sort of governmental capitals of places, it's the same in like well, actually no, I do want to go to DC.
Yeah.
I would like to go to DC one day.
Yeah, DC seems cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apart from all the insurrections.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen? It's actually becoming a bit of a meme on the internet recently that people are just deliberately like taking the piss out of the Aussie accent by over exaggerating how you guys say "oh no." Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. Ooh,
It keeps getting
no.
keeps getting like further and further away from an Aussie accent until it just becomes its own accent.
Yeah. Because
It's
most
like,
people
"Oi,
think it's like,
no."
I know. I just say, I know.
I know. I know.
I know.
It took me so fucking. So my Aussie friend had to teach me how to do that, how to make that vowel sound, because we don't. It doesn't exist in like. I don't think it exists in any other variant of English that I know of. Like, it doesn't exist in American English, really. It doesn't exist in British English or in any like accents that I know of here. Like even
Yeah.
like the closest accent to an Aussie accent in Britain would be London, and I don't think they have it either. So it's definitely it's a really weird noise to make for non-Aussies.
Yeah.
It took me so much practice.
Yeah, well, that's why I have so much respect for certain actors that end up doing Aussie movies. Like, there's been the main ones that I can think of right now is so there's Dev Patel, I believe it's Dev Patel from Slumdog Millionaire. He did a movie called Lion with
Hmm.
Nicole Kidman. He played an Aussie guy. His Aussie accent was on point. Um, and then there's another movie that came out recently. I can't remember what it was called. Penguin Bloom, I think it was called. And it had Andrew Lincoln from The Walking Dead in it.
Oh yeah.
And he did an Aussie accent, and it was fucking amazing. But then again, like I all the time watching The Walking Dead, I had no idea he was British. Um,
Right.
and then I heard him talk. It's just like, wait, you don't have a Texan accent? At least I think it's Texan. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and find. Do you watch Smosh?
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
You know the try not to laugh challenges.
Yes.
So there's one where I think it's Damien comes in and he plays like an Aussie geisha,
Yes.
and it's just the worst. Like that accent is a train wreck,
It
an
is.
absolute train wreck. He's like, "Oi, no."
Oh, I fucking love it though.
Oh, I'm trying to find the clip. Anyway, I'll find it later. But yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? He's American, so what can we expect? What else can we
Yeah.
expect?
So hard for Americans to do
It's hard.
Australian accents.
I think it's hard for Americans to do any accent,
Yeah.
honestly, because they think that everyone from Britain sounds like Dick Van Dyke. They think that everyone from Scotland sounds like Mel Gibson in Braveheart
Yeah.
or Groundskeeper Willie.
Oh god. Yeah.
Groundskeeper Willie.
Even my Scottish accent, I'm pretty sure is just way too thick. So
That's the thing. Like, yeah, I don't know. Scottish accent is one of those accents that's it's. I have heard very, very, very few people be able to do one convincingly.
yeah.
Honestly, it just, people can't seem to get it. They just
Yeah.
can't get it. And I wonder if it's like an exposure thing, like because it's a relatively unexposed, part of the world in like media and TV and stuff. Like you don't hear Scottish accents very often on TV and in movies and stuff. I wonder if that's why. Like, certainly in comparison to American accents, British accents, even Aussie accents.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I wonder if that's why. But
Well, I mean, when you do hear the Scottish accents in movies, it's usually very thick, like Groundskeeper Willie and stuff like that. So
yeah, but that's like literally nobody talks like that here.
yeah,
Like if somebody talked like that here, I would assume they were having a stroke.
yeah.
Like I would seek medical attention for them.
You're not hearing me. Like,
Oh, stop it. Stop it. It's dreadful. It's so bad. Like, I mean, and of course, it's like it's a deliberate American stereotype of a Scottish accent. I get that. It's deliberately bad. But yeah. What was
he's
the other one? Fuck, I can't remember. There was another one too that was just awful.
making me yawn, bro.
You know, what's that?
Made me yawn.
Do you know what isn't half bad, I don't think, is um fuck, who voices Shrek? Is it Mike Myers?
Yes, Mike Myers.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. It's not bad.
Yeah. Well, especially when you compare it to what he did for Fat Bastard as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was like when it went too far, and then he did Shrek, and it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, dial it down a bit.
Yeah.
Um, actually, Louis Capaldi did a video where he reacted to different Scottish accents in
I was
films
just
and
thinking
movies.
about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Fat Bastard. It'd be Fat Bastard.
Oh God. It's just, yeah, it's embarrassing, man. Like, but it's just one of those accents. It's hard to get. It's hard to get. I think people. I don't know. I think it is an exposure thing, personally. It's yeah.
I mean, I don't think my Scottish accent is that bad.
I would beg to differ.
Fuck.
That was that was like a mix. That was a weird mix between how someone from Glasgow would talk and how someone from like if you go past mainland UK
Yeah.
and you go onto one of the little islands
Yeah.
that's just floating just above, where it's got like 10 people inhabiting it. It's like a weird that was like a weird hybrid of those two accents.
Yeah. Like I have a friend that I did like a music program with, and she had quite a not a thick Scottish accent because she'd been in Australia for quite a while, but the only thing that really stayed was how she said like the OW kind of words like how and cow. Like that was pretty much the only thing that stayed. So she would have like a complete Aussie accent. It's like, oh, how you going, mate? No, well, not that. She'd be like, hi, what's going on? How you going? Like, just
That's really
randomly she'd
intriguing.
go into it.
That's really, really interesting. That's really intriguing.
I'm just like, okay, you got to be doing it on purpose. She's just like, I'm really not. Like, uh,
I've never heard of that before. That's interesting.
yeah. She lives in Scotland again now. They moved back
Okay. Whereabouts?
there. Hmm. I do remember them telling me, but I can't remember. My
That's
fucking
fine.
memory. Okay. uh, so,
Good.
is there even anybody else here? Hollow was here.
Hollow was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about DK being a big softie.
He is like yeah.
Very much so.
But it's funny. Like DK is when you get him when you get him going about something, like when you get him talking about something that he's really passionate about, he can get really fucking aggressive sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to like people who don't know what they're talking about when it comes to music.
Yeah.
It really pisses
Yeah.
him off. It's kind of funny to watch sometimes though, because he
Yeah.
kind of just gets like lost in his rant, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm just gonna let you finish
Yeah.
before you punch the wall. Like,
Oh, he probably did anyway.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Shit, man, I'm thinking about how much fucking gardening I've got to do. There's so much shit I need to do in the garden.
gardening?
Yeah, man. I like gardening. It's
Really?
therapeutic. Yeah, I used to hate it, but I mean, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But
Well, you got your own place, don't you?
well, this is right now. This is my parents' place.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just basically I'm working from home here until I get my visa, effectively.
Okay.
Then I'll be moving over to Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
I was having a I was having a thing with my fiance and her friends the other day where I was seeing if I could just come up with the most Texan thing that I could possibly imagine to say, like most stereotypically Texan thing, including, let me find it here. I got it in the chat.
Oh god.
It's started off with, where is it? God's sake, where is it? Oh yeah. All right. What in tarnation do you know? I'm not gonna do the accent. What in tarnation do you know what we do with root and toot and liars round these parts, partner? It's quite enough strong.
Jesus.
And then yeah, tips cowboy hat and shoots at an incoming hurricane.
Well, first of all,
Um,
wait. Well, then again, you're in America, so you might get a gun pretty quickly. Um, you might do.
it's easy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking easy. I don't even think you need. I don't think you need a license to own one for home defense.
I don't think so.
I think you just need one to if like to carry, but
Yeah,
um
but I think isn't there some sort of law where you apply for the gun and it has to get processed for like 3 weeks?
I
But
don't know.
I think that's only for like shotguns and stuff. But when it comes
I'm not,
to
yeah, I'm not sure. I definitely think there's different regulations for different calibers of weapons,
yeah,
but yeah, I don't know too much about it.
yeah, I know
Um
nothing.
yeah, because you and I like Australia and the UK are pretty similar in terms of our gun policies.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. We've had a gun control in place for decades now, and we haven't had a school shooting since. So
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think. So there's a certain level of there's some level of political devolution in the UK. So Scotland has some control over certain policies that
yeah,
they don't so they don't just have to like they don't have to correspond with the policies of England, for example, on certain matters, on a
okay,
lot of legal matters actually. So I don't know about England, but in Scotland specifically, we introduced a ban. I believe it was in 95, 95, 97 maybe.
yeah,
And again, what spurred that was a school shooting, and it was
yeah,
actually. Do you follow tennis?
a little bit, yeah.
Do you know Andy Murray?
No,
Okay, well he was like I'm pretty sure he was the number one in the world for a while there.
okay,
Anyway, he was Scottish. He's a Scottish tennis player, and it was when he was a kid. He was his primary school that he attended was shut up.
shit,
Um, yeah, and these were like little kids.
yeah,
Like it was I don't know what the ages were, um, but yeah, a guy just went in and fucking shut the place up, and then yeah, we the Dunblane school shooting, Dunblane massacre was a huge thing, and then it just prompted action in government. So
jeez,
we've had a complete yeah. But the big thing here, and I say here, I don't. It's not. It's mostly a problem in sort of parts of London, but it's the big one here is knife crime.
yeah, yeah. Same in Australia actually.
Knife
Yeah,
crime, yeah, crazy. Like I don't know how strict it is over there in terms of but like age restricting products, but I used to work in a supermarket over here a few years back, and it was like you have to be 18 to purchase knives, like kitchen knives, for example.
really,
Um, yeah, but not only that, it's so strict that like when Halloween came around, we started selling these like little pumpkin carving kits for kids, right? Where it came with like a little, it wasn't even a knife. It was just like this little crappy serrated thing for
yeah,
carving pumpkins that looked like it would break if you dropped it once. And
yeah.
it was age restricted. You had to be 18 to buy it.
What?
Yeah, man. And also, nail polish remover?
Yeah,
Yeah, 18, because it contains alcohol. I'm like, yes, it contains alcohol, but who's fucking drinking it?
yeah. Like with that in mind, like is mouthwash banned for 18 plus as well?
No, it's
No,
not.
what?
And that's the thing. And like, I felt so stupid because it was like, those self-checkout machines
Yeah,
that you get? Yeah, so I was on those, and this girl was at it, and she looked like she was maybe, I don't know, 13, maybe 13, 14 max. And she was trying to buy nail polish remover, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't fucking sell you this, like, because it's got alcohol in it. Like, it's the stupidest fucking thing.
oh my god.
Um, yeah, and also alcohol-free alcohol is age restricted.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah,
Well, not the whole point, but still.
but yeah. What else? Oh yeah, energy drinks like Monster and shit. Are they age restricted over there?
No, but
Okay, you have to be 16 to buy them.
honestly, I wouldn't be mad at that if that was here in Australia, to be honest.
Well, I get that because like, so it was a big problem with like the schools, secondary schools, where kids would be going to like the shops during their lunch break and
Yeah.
just buying shit tons of like energy drinks, and it was affecting behavior.
Yeah.
It was affecting behavior around school, so I do get that. And also, there's just like the general, like generally health wise, it's not good for developing kids and young adults to be consuming that much caffeine.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean,
so I kind of get that.
the weird thing is like I notice a lot of the big energy drink cans, they will be like, say, 600 ml can, and then it'll say daily intake of this energy drink is 400 mils, and then it's like, okay, so you expect us to leave 200 mils left in the can? No.
Wait, that's interesting. Like, do you get is that actually like a unit of like a measurement over there? 600 mils?
Yeah.
Wow, that's no, because over here it's either you get 500 mils,
Yeah.
250 or 330. I've never seen a 600 mil can. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some 600 mils. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the weird ones, but but they expect like to sell it to kids and then expect them to be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to leave 200 mils left in this. They're not gonna fucking do it. An adult isn't gonna fucking do it.
It's fucking dumb, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and also anything relating to smoking or tobacco products, not just tobacco products, but like if you want to buy like a lighter or
Yeah.
skins for roll-up tobacco,
Yeah.
even if you're not actually buying tobacco, if you're just buying the skins, you can't do that if you're under 18. Excuse me.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, we have most of those in place as well, but it's only really been in recent times that they've actually started properly enforcing it because then the government's like, okay, we're gonna crack down on you if you don't. Like, there's been times when I've known people, like when I was in high school, um, when I was like, I don't know, 15, and they would walk in and buy a pack of cigarettes, no issue. Didn't even ask.
Really?
Like, how old they are, whatever. It's just like, alright, sure, whatever.
Shit.
And I'm just like,
Pack of durries.
yeah, pack of durries.
Pack of durries.
Oh,
From the,
shit.
from the servo.
Well, we had to replace it with something. I mean, we can't use the old word for it. Because
What's
that's...
the... Oh.
Yeah, you know the one.
Oh yeah, I got it, yeah. I realized as I was asking, what's the old word?
You trying to get me cancelled? Okay.
Yeah. No, I learned a bunch of Aussie slang for the first time when I was like 19, and I just strung together the most offensively Aussie sentence ever.
Yeah.
And like, how many people do you know personally that call them durries?
Ironically or unironically?
Unironically.
Nobody. Not one.
Right, right. How many people do you know that unironically say Chucka Yui?
Many. Actually, many, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah, quite a few.
What about Servo and Arvo and stuff?
Arvo, not so much. Servo, hundreds of people. Pretty much everybody.
So, averaging out all those things, how many people do you know that say, I'm trying to think now.
Cunt?
No, right. Well, partly, yeah. All right. How many people do you know that would say, "How's it going, shit cunt? I'm gonna chuck a Yui to this servo to get some dories."
I know quite a few people that would say at least 75% of that.
Could you just for my amusement, could you say that sentence in the most bogan accent you can do?
Okay, wait, sorry. What was the sentence again?
The sentence was, it sounds so stupid coming from me without the accent, but the sentence was, How's it going, cunt? I'm gonna chuck a Yui to the servo this Arvo to cop some durries.
All right. How's it going, cunt? I'm gonna chuck a Yui to the servo, cop some durries this arvo. I fucked it up, but whatever.
And fight a kangaroo on the way there.
Fire kangaroo, might pick up an emu. Take that to work
Oh.
today.
Have you ever I didn't realize how fucking jacked kangaroos are.
Oh yeah.
They're terrifying.
Spyro.
Like, they're ripped.
Yes.
They will fuck you up.
Oh yeah. Had to pick up my cat. So my
Oh,
cat
really?
was sitting on top of my computer over here on the right, and reaching under my monitor and clicking my mouse.
Really? I gotta see it now. I gotta open the stream on my phone to see the cat, just to see the cat. Hello,
Oh,
it's so cute.
this is Spyro.
Spyro, I love it. That was
Yep.
my childhood, by the way.
Yes, 100%. Same here. Yeah, we had another cat before named Oliver. He unfortunately passed away from cancer.
Oh,
Yeah, so we didn't think we were gonna get a cat straight away, but I mean, we noticed like straight away that there was something missing. So we ended up getting Spyro when he was 6 weeks old. I don't know if you've heard of this. This is a very Australian thing. Off Gumtree.
oh yeah, we have Gumtree. Yeah,
Do you?
yeah, of course, yeah. I think
Yes.
everywhere has Gumtree.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was an Australian thing.
No, Gumtree has been a thing here for at least 5 years, 6 years at least.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it just sounds so well, it sounds so Aussie to me to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go check on Gumtree.
Wonder where it got that name from.
No idea. Home among the
yeah.
gum trees. Lots of bum
Well, that's
trees. I
nice,
don't know.
though. Yeah, no, Gumtree's a thing.
Yeah.
That's cute. Yeah, we've had several cats before. We haven't
Yeah.
had one in a while, but my fiance has a cat.
Okay.
So I've never actually met, because I've never actually been over there, but I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah.
She's a character. She really is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm more of a dog person in general, but and again, I've never had a dog, so I can't wait to get a dog.
Yeah. Sure.
Dogs
Yo,
are great.
See, I feel like I'm a dog person, but I've also just grown up with cats.
Mhm.
Like in our household, we've had a total of, well, Spyro's the fourth cat that we've had. We had two that used to live outside. But the last two that we got, we decided to keep them inside, Oliver and then Spyro, because the last two. So the first one, so it was, we had a tabby, and then she had kittens, and Jimmy was one of the kittens, and we sold the rest of them. Gave them away. And then, so we don't know 100% what happened, but we have reason to believe that our neighbour, who is, well, not neighbour, kind of neighbour, who's very crazy, who has been violent towards animals before, actually broke his legs.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then he was kind of left on one of our other neighbours' front lawn, which he then got bitten by a snake,
Oof.
couldn't move, and then just kind of was rotting away there, unfortunately, which is really messed up. We didn't know where he was for days, and then next thing we know, our neighbour came over and was like, "Hey, your cat's on our lawn. He doesn't look too good. Um, but yeah, that was a while ago now. I was in year 10,
Hmm.
and I had a science exam that day too. I failed that.
I don't. I never understand how people can, deliberately hurt animals, man.
No, me neither.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Just don't get it. And like I don't know what it's like over there, but over here, the punishments for doing that are like way too soft.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Way too soft.
Well, that's the thing. This particular woman, I believe, um, she got pissed off with her dog and beat it to death.
Jesus.
I don't even know if she got a fine.
That's insane.
I'm
That's
just like,
insane.
what? And Spyro was still trying to press my mouse.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
not even fine.
Yeah. So that's why after that we're just like, any animal that we get from now on is going to be an inside animal,
Mm.
because we can't exactly be like, hey, you've got to move so we can have animals. Like nobody's going to be okay with that. So it's just like, yeah. Spyro, come on.
What's she doing? What's he doing?
He's
Is he just not
still
playing
just
ball?
he's just pressing the mouse. He keeps reaching under the monitor and just tapping the mouse. I have no idea
Does he
why.
think it's an Does he think it's an actual mouse?
I think he just sees the blue light on the side of it. That's all.
That's the thing. Cats are pretty easily distracted and entertained.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cats are like in some weird way. Cats are simultaneously quite smart and also the dumbest fucking things on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love them so much.
Yes. I'm trying to
Brilliant.
think of an example of, like, Spyro does some weird shit. Um, like, okay, we'd have you know how you get like the multi packs of like smaller packets of chips, usually they put in kids lunch boxes. We had a box of those. Um, all of a sudden we just hear this fucking scratching that's just. I have no idea where it's coming from. Look over in the corner, and there he is, just chilling in the box, just chilling. I was like, why are you in a box of chips?
Oh, brilliant.
All right.
I gotta send you some videos of that my fiance took of her cat sometime soon because she just has like random crackhead energy out of nowhere. Like nothing will be happening,
Yeah.
but she'll just be like, one minute she'll just be lying on the bed acting relatively, just doing cat stuff, and the next minute she'll just be like, it'd be like you would think that someone actually fed her meth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
Yeah.
Let me see where if I can. I'll try and find the video just now and send it to you. But yeah, cats are characters, man. Cats are characters. I love cats. Having said that, if I had the choice between going to a cat cafe and a dog cafe, I would choose a dog cafe because I've been to a cat cafe before and they are antisocial bastards. Like,
Yes.
they do not want a single thing to do with you.
Yeah.
They just want to lie around and sleep, and if you do try and give them attention, they fucking try and rip your hand off.
Yeah, it's just like, this is my place. You came into my place. Okay.
Honestly. But yeah. Oh, yawning again, dude. Anyway. So, alright. I'm probably gonna head, because
Yep.
I need to get some shit done.
No worries.
But, thanks for inviting me on.
No,
So
of course, man.
And
Well,
thank you for Hollow for tuning in for a few minutes.
yes. Thank you to Hollow for tuning in. Thank you for mixing and mastering both No Games and Caught You Slippin'.
Yeah.
No Games out now? Sorry.
Did you make the artwork for Caught You Slipping, by the way?
No, I got somebody else to make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that guy on Fiverr that I sent you. Spyro, now you're trying to rip down my monitor. Alright.
Yep, sounds like a cat.
Yep.
Typical cat.
Yes.
But yeah. All right, dope. Yes, no games out now. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, even Twitch. It's on
Yes.
Twitch too. TikTok,
Yep.
YouTube, all the good ones, and all these fucking dodgy Russian and Chinese beta platforms that no one's ever heard of.
Yes. Get it now on Ruscom. Okay.
Honestly,
I don't even know.
along with a shit ton of viruses.
Yeah. And
But yeah.
Caught You Slippin' is out next Friday, June 4th.
June 4th, baby.
Be ready to hear another fire Bubz verse and another okay singing performance from me.
Now with lyrics.
Yeah. Oh. Well, okay, man. Thank you so much for coming through. We got to do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Dope. All right, no, pleasure, man. Pleasure as
Yes.
always. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. What's time there? Like 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 past 9. Yeah.
All right,
What time is
cool.
it there?
10 past 2.
Okay. Cool. Well, anyway.
All right.
Thank you so much to Joe, Bubz, for coming through. Thank you to anybody else who came through. Thank you to anybody who's watching this later on. Take care, guys.
Yeah. Take care, bud.